The two meetings of the G20 that I attended here was not very pleasing. The environment that one observed.
Family, this is Zebra Family Channel, and here again we come. Today we are going to take the story of Cyril Ramaphosa. Cyril has come out to tell South Africans that he was not happy when he visited Johannesburg to find Johannesburg CBD dirty as it was, and the situation in which it was, and even during the pre-summit meetings of G20. He was not impressed. So my question to the number one of South Africa, which is Cyril Ramaphosa. He has been a deputy president of Jacob Zuma before. And you know, when you are elected to be in that office of presidency, is to make sure everything is working, even if it's not working 100%, but everything is working. You cannot run a country like you're running your own business. More especially poorly, with Cyril Ramaphosa, dollars were found in the mattress while he was in the office of presidency. And there was no transparent about that. So what we don't understand about Cyril Ramaphosa coming out and making the premier to apologize as he has apologized. You cannot be a president that doesn't know what is happening within the cities and everything. You have to sometimes forget about wearing suits, sitting on the air conditioner, receiving phones from all over the world when your country is going down. That's why the economy of the country is not going up as the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, is in that office, because he believed in swinging under those air conditioners in his office, forgetting that he's being elected by the people of South Africa to run around and make sure everything is in order. Like what we see in Rwanda. Rwanda is the most cleanest city in Africa now, because the president of Rwanda is connected to the communities. He goes and cleans the cities with the communities. He's showing them, he's leading to show what is it. Because you cannot achieve results when you lead by sitting under a conditioner, sitting on those swinging chairs, speaking those kind of English in all ways, talking to different people, or whoever you talk to, leaders of the world. It doesn't make Cyril to look good to South Africans. You have to be, as a president, be out of the office with your boots on the ground. Forget about the ties, the suits, and everything. If you lead by example, you have to know the infrastructure of the country, the potholes, drive around the country, see if these people who are given positions, the ministers, the premiers, whatever it is, whichever portfolio. But as number one, it's not about you receiving calls, being told. You have to know even about the crime, talk to the community, visit the community, be part of the community as a president. You cannot sit in the office and forget that you are leading people who have trusted you and put you in the office of presidency. It doesn't matter that it's not everybody who voted for Cyril Ramaphosa, but the fact that he has been elected to be in that office of presidency, he has to show his commitment, that he is committed to the community. He cares about the community. He wants to know about the welfare of the community. Because if there is no bond between the presidency and the community, then it means he is leading nothing. He doesn't care. He cares about wars of other countries out of South Africa. That is what he cares about. You as a president, Cyril Ramaphosa, walk out of that office, be seen mixing with the community, so that the community can understand. Go to each and every portfolio, try to find out with these premiers, with all these elected ministers who you have appointed to different portfolios, and find out where are the maps of the country. Because as a president, you have to know in each department, you have to bring them and talk to them and ask them the infrastructure of the country. Which one is about to expire so that it can be upgraded? Like Julius Malema once said at some point, when you are in office, you have to bring all the maps of the country to understand which of the infrastructure needs to be upgraded. Its lifespan has gone down. If there's nothing like that being done by the president, communicating with his team, because they have to work as a team, then connect with the community. If the president doesn't want to connect with the community and work with the people who have appointed him into that office, it doesn't make sense for him to be in that office. He is not elected to wear suits and sit in that office, sit under air conditioner, get that combi, speak that kind of English when people out there are hungry, when People there, they're driving their cars in potholes. When people there, they have no electricity, load shedding, because there is no connection of the president with the community. If the president is connected to the community, it makes sense, because it's when he will understand that the people he has appointed as ministers are not doing their job, no matter what report they can bring to him, as long as he cannot approve it by talking to the community, finding out if these ministers that we have appointed or these premiers that have been elected, are they doing their work? Why the roads are like this? Why there's no water? Why there's load shedding? All those kind of things. Visiting the sites, going to the communities, make a bond with the people who have put you in office, because the power is with the people who have put you in office, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa. You cannot run a country like you are running your own farm, whereby dollars can be found in coaches and start fabricating stories and seal documents. It doesn't work like that. You need to connect to the community. You give yourself time, even if it's once after 2 weeks. You go, you tell yourself, you'll be in Soweto, you will be in Katlehong, you will be in Nelspruit, you'll be in Springs, you will be in KwaZulu-Natal, you will be, because you are the president, to understand the problems of the people. It's not about you sitting in the office. Then you come and complain that you were not happy when you visited Johannesburg, because now you are expecting visitors coming in the country. You want to be seen doing something when you are doing nothing. Mr. Ramaphosa, change your stance. Stand up, go to each and every, because when they see you as a president coming up, even those ministers, even those councillors, they will see that, hey, this time the president will come and visit. We have not done ABC. It gives them that kind of oomph to feel like this has to be done. Not what you are doing sitting in that office. They know you are not going to go around. They do as they please. I understand you phoned Kenny when you have discovered that there were lights that were not on. Only for that day when you move around that place, you realize that. What if you were doing that all the time, every after 2 weeks, you visit different kinds of places? You make sure you make the bond, connect with the people, because people who have elected you mostly are the poor people who are staying in locations. Those are the people who you have to mind. Because look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump in America, he's thinking about Americans. When did you last visit hospitals? When did you last visit Soweto? When did you visit all these places to understand exactly? When did you visit even the taxi rank, all those places, to understand their problems? If you don't go to those places, what do you expect? There's no magic being a president. Look at the president of Burkina Faso, what he is doing. He is on the ground. You guys, you can call him that he took power through a barrel of a gun. But what he is doing in that country, nobody can erase it. He's setting a certain standard. He cares about Burkina Fasos. Those are the people that he cares about. He's doing everything in his power to upgrade them, to make sure his country is up to standard. He's everywhere. He goes visit cleaners, sweeping on the street. He goes wherever. You will find him in the fields where there is farming, because he wants to know if these things, my ministers or whoever is there, is whatever report they bring, is it really what is happening on the ground? So when a president is like that, like Burkina Faso president and Kagame in Rwanda, the country will prosper. There will be jobs. There will be no hunger in the country. Not this 350 that is given to our people. It will never change nothing. But our people will remain poor. I hope you change your stand, Mr. President. You've been a deputy president and you know about what was happening in Johannesburg. Don't fool South Africans and tell them that you were surprised. And I don't know why Lesotho had to apologize. You don't want any apology sitting under those air conditioners, on those swinging chairs in Pretoria. You have to be on the ground. Change the way. Put on your safety shoes. Bring your vest on you. Make the Secret Service work with you, moving around, so that when you pick a call, you call a certain minister, you ask, why is this happening here? Why this is happening here? Why is this happening here? Then you know that they will know that you are always on the ground. You are asking about things that you see. Not once after 10 years now, or after 5 years, you came across to what is happening in Joburg. Then you come and start to say, oh, you are not happy. You're not supposed to be pleased. You are there because you are working for us. We are paying you. Siyakubhadala President Cyril Ramaphosa. Ubhadalwa yimithelo yama South Africans. Put on your boots, uhambe uyosebenza nawe, ubonakale, uphusha laba bantu obangibona, ubaqashe ukuthi ubakhombile ukuthi abama ministers nalabo abakhethwe ukuba basebenzele ekhaya ama metros. If you don't visit those places, nobody will see how serious you are as a president. A president is not a president elected ukuthi ihlale e-office ama-swinging chairs ikhuluma isingisi esingayindawo. You are elected to service the people. Not these empty promises that you will just talk when you go to parliament or when you're in those swinging chairs under that air conditioner. Then you think everything is okay. It is not okay, Mr. President. Wake up and smell the coffee. It's getting late. Look at how NC has gone down. It's through you. If you were bonding with the community, going everywhere. All these potholes that you see in Johannesburg, you see everywhere, dirty sites, crime and everything. It will not be there if you were on your boots on the ground. That's the kind of president that we need in a country that will work for the people, not somebody who's going to be sitting and swinging chairs in the office. What do you think, family? Do you think Ramaphosa needs any apology from Lisofi? Drop your comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.